Good morning, everyone. I'm Sharja from Simply Wow. A healthy smile needs a good dental care, and for that smile on your face, we have with us Dr. Jai Prakash from the Hasanamba Dental Care, located at the Chandra Layout, Bangalore. This specialty clinic has all the dental, trauma, and the implant facilities under one roof. Dr. Jai Prakash, who is a MDS professor and head in the Department of Prosthodontics and Implantology at the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, practicing since 2001. So, Dr. Jai Prakash, I welcome you for this discussion today.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, Dr. Jai Prakash, can you brief us a bit about yourself and your clinic, the Hasanamba Dental Care and its specialties?
Okay. Hello, everyone. Myself, Dr. Jai Prakash Shetty. I'm a professor and head of the department. So, my department is the name of my department is Prosthodontics and Implantology. So, I am presently working in Subbaiah Institute of Dental Science. So, since almost 2001, I am practicing as a dentist. From 2004 to 2007, I graduated from MDS degree. So, I am specialized in implant and as well as cosmetic, as well as for the fixed partial denture and also crown and bridges department.
So, Dr. Jai Prakash, is your clinic back from this pre-COVID situation?
Yeah, definitely. Because of the COVID-19 or coronavirus is a pandemic disease. It is spreading everywhere and each and corner of the country. So not only in India, everywhere in the world. So pandemic, it is basically coronavirus is a RNA virus. It is spreading every corner of the world. So in order to take precautions, especially while practicing a dentistry, not only to protect the dentist, it is also must and very important to protect the patient as well as the patient attender and as well as the clinic assistant. So what are the precautions we must take while during the practice of dentistry is a very important thing is as soon as the patient enters into the dentistry for his or her dental treatment, we have to take his proper history of the patient, traveling history of the patient, and the name of the patient, contact number of the patient, and the location of the patient is very important to in order to maintain a document. So then when comes to the sterilization of the patient, we have to protect the patients with a head cap and the face as well as the patient will be entered with the face mask. Is very common now, and also social distancing is very important. And especially when the patient enters to the dental clinic, we must not make the crowding or gathering of the other dental patients along with the new patients or as well as the old patients. So in order to protect the patient must wear the head cap, gown, shoe cover, and spectacles. So and other necessary sterilization is very important, like hand sterilization with the sanitizer. Then we will before starting any dental procedure and after completion of the dental procedure, it is a mandatory to sterilize that entire dental wing or dental area with the proper sterilizing liquid, either fumigation or any other kind of liquids. We can use the sodium hypochlorite or 70 to 80% of the isopropyl alcohol and hydrogen peroxide glycerin, as well as it has to mix it properly. Then we have to protect the dental area. So when it comes to the dental area, especially for the dental chair, dental assistant, the dental assistant is also very important to cover with all the gowns and face shield, head cover and shoe cover, and as well as especially for the dentist should protected with the PP kit. Generally, what is the PP kit means? Personal protective equipment. The dentist should wear the PP kit and he should wear the head cap and face shield and proper respiratory mask. So in order to cross contamination to the patient, or it can in order to avoid the contamination to the dental patient, we must take a proper covering of the patient. Along with we can use dental rubber dam in order to treat the dental patients, and we can use high suction chamber in order to making a less of the airborne spreading of that diseases in order to while doing the dental treatment. So especially while the dental area, the area or the chamber of the working area should be provided with the proper cross ventilation. so that there won't be any kind of closing chamber of closing chamber, or there will be proper if there is a proper cross ventilation, the fresh air will be generated and it can be very easy to breathe to the as well as to the patient as well as to the dentist. When comes to the instrument sterilization, we should properly use the sterilized instrument to protect with the patient's health as well as the dental assistant health and as well as for the dentist health. So we have to make a autoclave of that all the dental instruments, and it should be wrapped in a proper manner of that pouches or self-healing autoclaving pouches. We can do the cold sterilization, we can do the ultraviolet sterilization. So many sterilizations things are available in the world. So we have to incorporate all the dental surgical and as well as other instruments should be protected with the sterilization chamber. So this is a main basic rule or basic thumb rule for the patients.
Thank you, Dr. Prakash.
Thank you.
Dr. Prakash, before we get started with the various questions pertaining to the topic, can you please explain our audience the introduction of the replacement of missing tooth? What exactly does this term mean?
Definitely. So most of the patients walks into the dental clinic is especially for the either with the dental pain or for any other replacement for the missing teeth. Missing teeth either will be partial or complete. Partial missing teeth means is a missing of the single tooth or two number of the teeth or any number of the teeth. The complete missing teeth is the entire upper arch or the lower arch should be edentulous, not even single tooth will be present in the each arch. So that will we generally will call as a complete edentulous arch. So in order to replacement of the missing teeth is very important for the patients as patient benefit, either for the cosmetic or the functional view, especially for the cosmetic purpose, especially for a purpose, and also in order for the functioning, for the chewing of the patient benefit, and also for the proper nutrition, minerals, vitamins required for the patient's health, we have to replace the missing teeth along with the help of the fixed partial denture or removable partial denture. The fixed partial denture is the one, it cannot be removed by the patients itself. So it is always safe and best to restore with the missing teeth with the fixed partial denture. So we can use the we can make a fixed partial denture with the help of crown or bridge or implant or other dental diagnostic things. So, and also we can replace the complete missing teeth with the help of the complete denture or a complete or a partial dentures.
So, Dr. Jaiprakash, what options do you have to replace the missing teeth?
Okay, so nowadays, because of the lot of transformations in the dental practice, so generally every year, every 10 years, so we will see the new technique or new thing will be implemented into the dentistry. So generally, as we go back to the very old practice of the dentistry, so not much is developed when compared to now. So initially, every dentist was providing the removable partial denture or a cast partial denture in order to incorporate the missing teeth, either single missing teeth or a maximum missing teeth. So now, because of the advanced technology and lot of researchers in the dentistry, so now the implant is the one of the most important thing and easily incorporate to the missing teeth with the help of the dental implant. Implant is the one which is going to replace the missing teeth, not even touching the adjacent structure of the tooth. So generally in implant, what we'll do, we will use a titanium screw in order to place into the missing area with the help of the bone support. If the patient is having a lot of amount of the dense bone structure, generally we will place a dental screw. What we generally call as a dental screw is a titanium implant portion. So with the help of the implant, it is we can replace the missing of the single tooth or multiple teeth. So, and also if the patient is not able to provide for that, for that cost of that implant, so we can give him a fixed partial denture by using a crown, bridges, kind of this thing. And also bridges, also metallic crowns is also available, ceramic crowns is also available, metal free crowns also available in the market. With the help of the lab technicians, we can use lot of material in order to reincorporate or replace the missing teeth. And also if the patient is still not able to afford for that, with the help of fixed partial denture, we can generally give him a removable partial denture. Removable partial denture is the one either for the replacement of the single missing tooth or a multiple missing teeth. So with the help of the partial denture, it will generally be removable partial denture. So it is a complete partial denture or a partial or a maximum edentulous patients.
So doctor, what happens if the missing tooth is not replaced?
Fine. See, generally, if the patient is not going to dental clinic for the replacement of the missing teeth, either it will be discomfort for the patient for the cosmetic purpose or functional purpose. Especially for the cosmetic purpose, especially in the upper anterior region or the lower anterior region, patient doesn't look good. Entire facial profile is going to change. So when the patient smiles or when the patient speaks, so the lip line or any golden line length of that upper anterior or lower anterior, if the missing area is going to visible as a blackish area. So the better to replace with the missing teeth, not even for the cosmetic purpose, it is better for the function of that for the patient. Especially for the chewing of the food or crushing of the food. Posterior teeth are meant for the mastication purpose. Upper anterior and lower anterior front teeth are meant for the cosmetic purpose and also for the speaking purpose. So not only for the physical health, even for the self-confidence, so patient must replace his or her missing teeth with the help of the dentist.
Yes, so doctor, what are the other procedures that could replace a missing tooth besides the bridges?
Okay, apart from the bridges, so generally now, as I told you, so dental implant is a very much aggressive treatment for the missing tooth for the patients. So dental implant is invented by the brain mark. So in the long back of the 19th century, so with the help of the dental implant titanium screw, we can place the missing in order to replace the missing tooth. We can either cast partial denture or metallic partial denture, and also bridges also we can choose for the patient's comfort and depending upon the patient's financial condition and also depending upon the bone condition and adjacent teeth health of the patient. So selection of the case is very important. If the patient is having a missing of a single tooth, we can replace his or her teeth with the help of dental implant or a dental bridges.
So doctor, what are the questions that a person needs to ask a dentist before getting the dental implants done?
Okay. When come to the dental implant requirement for the patient must ask the dentist following questions to the dentist. What are the questions he must ask to the dentist is, so whether it is feasible to replace the missing teeth with the dental implant, either he can maintain the proper oral hygiene, or if some patients are very poor in oral hygiene status, those people are very chronic alcoholic or very smokers are there. So if they are maintaining proper oral hygiene, as a suggestion of a clinic practitioner, as a dentist, as a professor is to the patient is, my advice to the patient is they have to maintain the proper oral status is very, very well. So with the if there is any condition of poor oral hygiene, the patient must visit to the dentist for the cleaning of all the dental teeth. So if he with the help of the dental X-ray, with the help of a RVG, radiovisugraph, or with any kind of CT scan or TBCT, we can check the amount and condition of the bone is very important for the implant of the dentistry, implant of the tooth. So if the condition of the bone is very dense, or if it is well maintained of the ridges, if there is a amount of the bone structure is very well, we can definitely deliver him a very good dental replacement for that with the help of the dental implant. If the patient's bone is very much is poor, if there is a lot of bone resorption is there, as it is a contraindicated for the dental implant. What are the things contraindicated for the dental implants are? If the patient is a chronic smoker, if there is a loss of bone, if there is no sounding tooth structure adjacent to the area, if the patient is suffering from a lot of gum problem or a periodontal diseases, if the patient is suffering from a chronic diabetes mellitus, if the patient is suffering from a lot of any other cardiac diseases, so generally we will wait and watch to observe the condition of the bone after extracting of the each tooth. So my advice to the patient is better to ask the dentist with the thorough diagnosis of that dental, thorough diagnosis of that area, which one is going to be replacement of the missing tooth. So with the help, nowadays we will get a lot of diagnostic aids like MRI is there, CT scan is there, CBCT scan is there. So orthopantography, OPG is there. With the help of the dentist with proper oral diagnostic aids, we can definitely incorporate with all the dental treatment to the patient.
So doctor, is this procedure painful or a painless procedure? Because everybody are scared to basically visit a dentist, and the first thing that comes to your mind is with regards to the pain.
True. Very much true. Because once the patient wants to go for either dental treatment, if the patient gets any kind of dental pain, he is much more scared to visit to the dentist, especially for the things by seeing the tools of the dentist or by seeing the injections or any kind of patient is generally very much scary. So either for the dental extractions, the patient thinks that if the patient wants to go for root canal treatment, they think that is very much painful for that all the procedure. No, because of the lot of changes in the dentistry. So now the painless procedure is almost everywhere in the dental centers and also in the dental schools also. So generally before extracting of the tooth, generally we instead of directly enter the pricking of the injection to the oral cavity, generally we will apply topical anesthesia. Either topical anesthesia spray or a gel is available in the market. First we will apply for on that area before giving injections. We will wait for 2 or 3 minutes. Then the entire area is going to numb. So that then only we can give him a injection. So the patient feel less painful to the when compared to the previous practicing of the dentistry. And also lot of change in the root canal treatment. Before the patients has to visit the dental clinic for the root canal minimum of 4 to 5 times or a multiple sitting for the root canal treatment. Now because of the changes in the specialty practice, changes in the dental skills and availability of the lot of endoscopic microscopes in the market. So now a single sitting root canal treatment is available in almost all the dental clinics and also in the dental colleges as well as in the dental schools. So and also especially for the patients thing, when it comes to mind that when they are going for a extraction of the tooth or a pulling of the tooth or a knocking of the tooth, the patient must very careful for the if they are going for extraction, there will be problem for the nerve problem, or if they may get a headache or any kind of neurological pain. No, it is a completely myth in the dentistry that if they are going for extraction or a pulling of the tooth, they'll come to mind that the patient will become a blind or there will be a lot of neurological problem. No, it is absolutely myth. It's completely myth because in the world, entire world, every patient is going for one or the other dental treatment. So none of the cases is reported mainly because of the dental problem. They got a blindness or they got a neurological problem. So it is completely myth. The patients can walk into the dental clinic or dental schools without any kind of scare or anxiety to the of the dental pain. Because of the lot of change in the dentistry, the patient is very much happily can go and he can come with a lot of treatment.
So doctor, after the procedure, how many visits or the regular visits the patient has to meet the dentist?
Okay, so when the patient doesn't have any kind of dental infections also, the patient must visit the dental clinic twice in a year for their dental cleaning of their teeth. So, see, generally maintenance of the oral hygiene status is very, very much important, not only for the dental purpose, it is also for the cardiac purposes. The Streptococcus maternus is one of the most important bacteria. It will cause a dental caries. It is also related to the heart problem also. So always we will insist the patient to go for a proper oral hygiene cleaning by using a dental instruments like gum cleaning or teeth cleaning. So if the patient doesn't have any problem also, the patient must visit the dental school twice in a year. And also the patient should monitor his or her teeth every 6 months for the benefits of the dental for the benefit of the dental health. If and also especially when it comes to the mind that when the patient get up in the morning, he has to or the patient has to brush twice daily is a must, and the patient has to change the every dental cleaning brushes or dental flosses every once in a 3 months. The patient must changes all the dental tools like flosses or dental toothbrushes. The patient must change his or her toothbrush once in a 3 months. And if the patient, yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, so as in this pandemic, since you will have to also do a lot of sterilization processes and,
True.
So has the cost been affected when it comes to these procedures?
Yeah, see, generally, dentistry is 90% of the it is hereditary from the outside of the outside Western countries. Yes, especially in Western countries, dental patients are more. In India is also more, but when compared to the Western countries, dental patients are less in India. But I can't say that the number of that patients visiting to the dental clinic. See, dental visiting in the Western countries is quite common for each and every person or each and every citizen, mainly because of the illiterature and of the financial problem. The 60 to 90% of the patients are not visiting to the dental clinic in India, especially mainly because of the illiteracy, because of the financial conditions. Dentist, when it comes to the dentistry, the patient feels that it will be burden to their pockets. So either for the extractions or the pulling of the tooth, either for replacement of the missing teeth, people scare for that. They can't provide that financial support to the dental treatment. So when compared to the almost 2 decades, so now the prices and the cosmetic thing, either for the replacement of the missing teeth, definitely it's been reduced. And also with the help of the dental colleges, we are with the help of the community department, we are servicing a free dental checkup or with the minimal cost we are serving to the society. So when especially during the COVID-19, so practice of the dentistry has been completely changed. Pre-COVID and post, when we look out into the pre-COVID and post-COVID, the practice of the dentistry is almost become difficult, even not only for the patient, even for the dentist also. So dentist has started investing not only for that instruments, he also started investing for the personal protective kit, PPE kit, and especially for the face shield, and especially for the sterilization of that area, like other kind of liquids he has to provide, like sodium hypochlorite or any kind of another sanitizing liquids he has to invest it. So that little bit 1/3 or 1/4 of that practice has been almost 25%, 20-25% of the cost effective increased into the dentistry. But the thing is, we have to go through it. Without proper dental surgical instrument installation, it is highly difficult to treat the patient without proper any kind of equipment or any kind of protection to the patient.
So thank you, Dr. Jayaprakash, for those wonderful insights about this topic of replacement of the missing teeth.
Hello, madam. Sorry to interrupt you. This is Dr. Purnima Shashidhar.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I get a suggestion from Dr. Jayaprakash?
Yes, yes, definitely, ma'am.
When is the right time to start our brush means to our kids? Which is the right time to start? Because I have one small kid now, he's turning 18 months. So, which is the right time and how to start brushing? And can you suggest?
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, I got your question. Yeah, I got. So especially for that mother of the baby, they'll be confused that when they have to start the brushing of their kids. So my advice is as soon as the patient starts erupting of the teeth, either for the milk tooth or the permanent tooth. Generally, milk tooth or what we call as a deciduous tooth, it will erupt at the age of 6 months. Once the tooth or milk tooth or deciduous tooth erupt into the patient's mouth, so the mother of the baby can brush with the help of the finger or a finger brushes is available in the market, or with the help of the cotton swabs she can clean her daughter or son or baby with the help of a proper sterilized gauze or cotton. So once the baby grows up, once the baby turns in 2 years, from that day the kid can start with the using the toothbrush as well as the toothpaste. So especially for kids from at the age of 2 years to 12 years, the separate toothpaste are available in the market. So what we call a pedo toothpaste is available in the market. So in order to differentiate from the lot of dentifrices or any coloring agents, better my advice is to use the kids toothpaste to the for current babies.
Fine. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, audience, should you wish to meet the doctor, you can visit him at his clinic in Chandra Layout, Bangalore. So, with the prior appointment and the details given on the screen, you can meet the doctor on his availability. So, anyway, thank you, Dr. Prakash, for those wonderful
Thank you.
insights.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate for Shailaja of software result analyzing. It's a wonderful, wonderful job, and I don't have any words to express regarding of your social network. So, in order to spread the knowledge, especially during this kind of situation, hats off to your effort, hats off to your current situations, especially during this kind of situations, with all efforts, leaving the family and you're making own time for this kind of education, motivation. Thank you so much. I'm very blessed to have you people to talking to each other.
It is our pleasure indeed, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prakash.
Thank you.